Cassandra, and I am here to talk to you about achieving boss status, keeping your boss status by leveling up with grants. I told you I was going to have a major announcement, and I did. Here's the major announcement. I had to go up to the school today on Thursday, and it just did everything to my day. So, by the time you get up in the morning, you will see this training. So let's get to it. So I am so excited because I know as corporate entrepreneurs, moms, glam moms, you are always looking for ways to attract to your business. Number one, we gotta do sales, right? We have to do sales. We have things we need to do in order to spread our zone of genius to others. And what better way to do it is by grants. Grants allow you so many things. Number one, it gives you credibility. You have credibility because you're getting these grants from awesome resources. You are able to put those logos at the bottom of your, getting funding. When that happens, it builds your credibility to another level because people know that you are serious about your business. Speaking of serious about your business, that is also another reason why you want to pursue grants, because grants help other businesses, major corporations, to see that you are serious about doing what it is that you need in your zone of genius for your community. Another thing that is amazing about leveling up with writing your grant and getting grants for your business is that it allows an amazing network opportunity. You're able to hobnob with other grantors. Sometimes they have major events and parties. There was a woman that won $1 million grant, and she simply had bought a complex or duplex. She bought a building in her neighborhood because she wanted to promote health and wellness in Minnesota. It is an amazing project that she put together. She has all kinds of people that are in her health and wellness center, as well as she's offering services for other entrepreneurs, office spaces, places to have meetings. She's doing things for caterers, and she also got approved for a 10,000 square foot building. Can you imagine now how she has truly gained boss status, right? Boss mama status. So these are some of the reasons why. But some of the grants that are out there, like there's a grant this month for February that you can apply for and that you need to apply for. I'm going to get my handy dandy notes because I am not going to be able to remember all of those resources. One of the resources, it's in my guide. I have a guide called Achieving Boss Status, How to Level Up with Grants. I will be putting the link below, and then you can purchase it. It is a very, very, very low price, guys. You want to take advantage of it. The nice thing that I love about my guide is that it allows you to understand the things that you need to do before you write the grant. Now, I need to give you a little background on myself. I secured $256,000 in grant funding, right? I built relationships with the funders. I'm originally from Indianapolis, Indiana, and there are a lot of major funders. Eli Lilly gives money. They just really do a lot for the community. The pharmaceutical company, I had money from them. I had support from United Way. I had all kinds of support. I put in a lot of legwork. I went to Indiana IUPUI and did workshops. I sat on a board to judge other grantors that were asking for funds. What do you think that did for me? That helped me understand what they're really looking for. Every time I write a grant, I went to their workshops of the funder. It is optional, but it is something that you want to do because a lot of times when you write the grant, they will review the grant and tell you where you need to make your corrections. So there's just so many wonderful things about having a grant. So let me go ahead and talk to you about. Oh, another thing I want to mention is free money. Free money, guys. This is money you do not have to pay back. Think of your marketing budget. How many things do you need for marketing, for social media, for your sales calls, for reaching out to your target audience so that you can have those 3 or 4 days that you literally do sales calls with people to talk to them about your business? You need help in putting those things together. There's all kinds of grant money out here for those tools. So let me get this first. Sorry, I need to get this first one that I wanted to talk to you about. That is due by a certain deadline. I think it's the MBDA grant. Um, the Minority Business Development Agency. Now that's in my guide, but there's a deadline, February the 28th. That grant needs to be completed. Now this agency is, I think, a federal agency, and they are looking. Yes, it says application deadline February 26th. If you're looking for the answers to the questions that you've asked, you just go to mbda.gov, mbda.gov, right? And it's called the Capital Readiness Grant. You can go there, get more information. Another grant that is very, very good to utilize for your business is if you're in technology, they have something called the SBIR program. It is an innovative research program. And this program provides funding to small businesses to support research and development of new technologies. Okay? Also, AWS has 2 grants out there. The only issue is you have to be a nonprofit organization, and you cannot have a family member or a nim or a cousin nim or uncle nim or your mama nim or any of the nims, or you can't have any affiliation. Even if there is a blended family and there's no blood tie, they say no nims. You know what I mean? And nim. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay? So they also have one called the Eileen Fisher Women Owned Business Grant. We have an Amber Grant. We have the Walmart Economic Power Initiative Grant. We have the National Association of Women Business Owners Foundation grants. Those are 5 of the grants. They are in my guide. Feel free to take advantage of them. Also in my guide, I talk about the things that you need to do before you write a grant, the things that you need to consider. One thing that I really want you to think about is don't try to say, oh, let me add this program to my business just so that I can get this money. They're going to be able to they're going to be able to tell. Trust me, I used to read all these grants, so you know when they're trying to, it's like a little kid trying to come up with the story as you go along as to why they're in trouble. Well, see, what had happened was, right? You don't want to do that. You want these businesses to take you serious. So in my guide, I talk about some of the 11 things that you can do, the first steps that you can do um, to prepare yourself for grants. But not only do I do that, I also provide you some very good resources out there that help you write your grants, right? So if you want to know how to write your grants and you need the ultimate guide, is A to Z tool in there to help you understand terminologies. I gave you several grant terminologies that you should be familiar with. I gave you the seven parts of a grant, right? Here's the parts of the grant that you will be covering when you write a grant. Gave the definitions of it. So, guys, there's a lot of comprehensive information in there. And I just found four more grants, so I'm going to make sure to put those in there. Remember, most of these grants repeat every year or every 2 years. It's best just to go to the website and see what's going on because things change. You know, we're about to go into a recession, so maybe some companies that did last year may not do it this year. Don't know, not sure, but at least you have the resource, you have the ultimate guide, right, to achieve that boss status. And more importantly, you're not having to go out there and find money and then pay it back. Nothing wrong with having an SBA loan or that type of thing to cover certain things, but also you can mix up your funding, and that's a good thing to do. So that was my major announcement. I wanted to come on here and provide you some funding resources that you don't have to pay back. Who does not like free money? Who does not like free money? And in order for you to take it easy in your business, you need to have this funding. Why? Because when you run up on my 10-month program that's going to help you, could have written that grant to join my program. It is absolutely amazing. Also, in my guide, I talk about one of the grants that is giving resources for legal assistance. There's trademarks you need. You need all kinds of resources. LegalZoom, NBA, they're all getting together to help with that. Go check it out, guys. So you want to make sure to go ahead, take advantage of the guide, and I have it at a very low price, but it is not going to stay at that price. On Monday, the price will change. It will switch to a new price. So take advantage of it now. It is a very small price. All you do is go over to the site. You will see it, and it is very affordable. The main thing is I want to empower my CEO moms and glam moms to take it easy in their business so that you can launch out loud and proud on in these internet streets as well as in your businesses as you go about even in your brick and mortar uh, conferences and networking and that type of thing. I don't want you to be worried about that because time is a commodity that you cannot get back. And I want to save you time. I will save you frustration. And I want you to achieve that boss mama status, right? That boss status. And that way you can do it by leveling up with grants. Thank you for the opportunity and the honor to sit here and talk about how to achieve boss level status. I'll put the link below so that you can, or I'll have it in my link tree. You can take advantage of the offer. I'll see you soon. Talk to you later. Bye bye.